She's done it all this year. She's gone all the way to Eurovision and back. She has a nation singing her praises, and we're only getting started. Welcome, Brooke, to Lame Her. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Oh, delighted to be talking about all of this pop music because I was only just telling you, we have so much pop music is needed in Ireland because we have so many great bands and everything like that, but we need pop stars.
Well, as Louis says, Louis didn't give me anything nice to say. Never mind. Just scrap that.
Well, you definitely look like a pop star, sounding like a pop star, and I'd say I'm glad that we didn't know who each other were when Love Tonight by Soleil came out because as someone who believes there's not enough pop music in Ireland, you would have been tormented.
Well, I'm just privileged that I can even be granted the honor of being called a pop star because it doesn't feel like one sometimes.
It's definitely not rock and roll all the time.
No, it's definitely not.
Well, we've so much to chat about, Brooke, because
We do.
we've had a bunch of music over the last while, and you have a new one out now as of the time this goes out.
Yes, exactly. Here she is.
It's been a massive few months. Like, obviously, you had a big explosion back in the start of the year when you got chosen to go ahead to Eurovision with That's Rich. And I've never seen such a reaction on Twitter to Irish Eurovision. And I think just in general, since Jedward,
Yeah.
that had a lot of reaction and it was all over my feed for weeks. And I remember I was in Berlin at the time, seeing how everyone at home was talking about it, reacting to it. It was mental. Lots of calls for you to be Ireland's main pop girl, and of course, hashtag Dairy Lipa.
That was so funny. Like even to be called that was like, are you joking or is this a piss take or is it a flattery thing? Because I'm nowhere near like a Dairy Lipa. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it as to my grave. Put it on my stone, please. Like that's what you. I don't know what you call that, but put it on mine, please. Dairy Lipa. Here lies Dairy Lipa.
You should do a cover if you go on tour.
Do you think? Oh, definitely.
Really nail it in.
Yeah. Okay. I just like make sure it's actually gonna stick, not just this one
Yeah.
time thing. But look, no, like everything's ever since I released That's Rich, everything's just been on this steady climb. And finally, I'm at a position now where I have the freedom to release the music that I've made and people are actually listening to it. I've never really had an experience where people are wanting original content from me. Like it's always been covers and it's in shallow because I did a TikTok video that went like it went kind of viral. So it's really cool now that people are like, oh, I love your song Attention or I love your song Tongues. And it's like, wow, that's really kind. And this girl came up to me one night, it was like recently, and she was like, I love your music. And I was like, that is cool. That's a really peak comment. Like there's nowhere else you can go from there because like that's something that I created and it was never I never intended it for anybody really to hear it because at the time Eurovision wasn't really on my radar and I just never thought that these songs were going to go anywhere because that was the response that I was nearly used to. Small violin.
I also loved the TikTok of That's Rich coming on in the club.
Do you want to hear a funny story?
I do, always.
I actually requested it
Ah!
from the DJ. If you're not your own biggest supporter, you don't love yourself and
If you
all
don't
that.
love yourself, no one else will.
No, I know it's funny because in the background everyone's just like kind of sidestepping because they don't know it. It's so funny.
And from all this madness of the Eurovision, it then brought Tongues, a great follow up, and one of my most played songs of the year, according to Spotify, even though it only came out in May. So
No way.
that's the action speaking louder than words.
No way. Did you fall asleep with it on repeat?
I didn't, but I did. I got one of those Spotify data things that shows you
The
listened, and I
receiving
was able
thing.
to like that. So you can do them like per month and per 6 months, and then I think all time. So at the end of July or the end of June, I got my 6 months
Wow.
to see what it was like for the start of the year, and I think Tongues was in that top 10, and it had only come out like a month before.
That is like exposing yourself. That is unreal. I completely respect you for that. Thank you.
Always repping the pop music.
Repping Irish girls.
Always there, always there. And after these songs, we have a new one. We have a new one.
Yeah,
Heartbreaker. It's out now. We've had the FU of That's Rich. We've had the bopping of tongues. And now we have something that shows a different side to these two.
it's the 360. It really is. It's like, so the whole center of the EP, it's going to be like, I don't know what the name is, but what I'm thinking of is either Agent of Chaos or like Brooke's Heartbreak Club or something like that. I don't really know what the name is. You're just getting an exclusive
Jerry Lipa.
Dairy Leaf Heartbreak. No. So basically, That's Rich is like coming from an immature perspective of I'm not capable of love, like just really immature, like LOL boys, bleh, like not interested. And then tongues, something comes and hits you in the face, you fall in love, and it's nearly like euphoric and all that kind of stuff, and it's really going through the motions of what love feels like to someone who's never felt it before. And then Heartbreaker is coming to the realization you might not be in the same relationship, but you've moved on, or the person, like you, people grow together and eventually they can either compromise and grow the same way, or they'll just grow apart. And that's just a natural come to like that's a natural part of life. And I suppose you don't hate the person, you just know that you're not going to be together forever. So it's finding a compassionate way to let them know that it's over. You know you're going to break their heart, but you don't want to. But there's nothing you can do about it because you're not going to lie to yourself. And then the next song, which isn't out yet, is a sad one where you get your heart broken.
Oh, it's a really, really sad one.
Yeah, here she is. She's
Ooh.
giving you 360. Yeah,
So we're really going to be sobbing at the next one.
I think so. Definitely. And maybe not in that version because I've tried to like sonically make it sound the same as the last one as Heartbreaker, but on the acoustic versions that I'll do, it's gonna be more like emotional. There's a lot of room in it for yeah, it's good. But promoting Heartbreaker right now, not enough.
Well, like it's still very boppy. Like you can still kind
Yeah.
of groove along with it, and you can like belt out the chorus. You know?
Oh yeah, it's a sing along song. You're in the car with your friends. I don't wanna be like it's like you want to scream that. Like it's not meant to be sung well.
Yeah, it's like a sad version of Style from
Int-
1989.
oh my God, Taylor Swift.
Because that's also kind of about accepting
Yeah.
something isn't right, but it's kind of saying, I will continue on and
Yeah.
be grand, but this is kind of
Where
other
I'm
way.
at. Yeah, no, it definitely it's a lot more. I wanted to use real instruments for this EP, so the whole EP will be out by the 30th of September, and I just really wanted it to be raw and like feel a lot of you'll get a lot of your instinct from the musical instruments surrounding the words. Like it's the words are obviously maybe a bit more deeper than the music is. It's supposed to be one of those kind of songs you can read into as much as you want to, basically.
For sure. And we have a video coming, shot in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, I would live there. I had the best time. Nashville is, apart from the food, oh my God, my stomach was an absolute bits. Like everything was fried. You could smell the oil as soon as you like, no, step on the pavement. Like it was, oh, and I'm a vegetarian, so I was like, "Hi, do you have anything vegetarian on the menu?" Um, we've got a Caesar salad. I was like, "Oh my God, it's just I that kind of." Yeah, I appreciated the bagel when I came home.
You appreciate all that. And over the summer with the gigs, you've been all around Ireland. You've been to
Yeah.
Glastonbury, you've been to Madrid,
Oh
London.
my
You've
goodness.
been flat out.
I have been. And you know what? Everything. Oh my God. All right. So I do this is I'm living the best, like the dream. I actually am. Ever since The Voice ended in 2020, I I was here and I just expected the phone to be ringing off the hook as soon as the final was over. And it was like radio silence. There was nothing, no work for musicians. And the only way to make money as a musician is to sing live. And I had no repertoire. COVID was on and it was just a really difficult time. So everything that I do now, I completely and utterly I'm so grateful for. And Eurovision has just given me the freedom now and the fan base and the support from people and the notoriety, I suppose, however you say that word, um, just to really do this, to really do music and explore different avenues of media and everything. And I'm loving every second of it.
Yeah. Can we expect a few more dates on the horizon?
Oh, absolutely. All the time. Things I'm booked until May next year, would you believe?
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, I know. That's a bit mad when you say it out loud. What date is this? We're in August.
It is August, yes.
She is August.
You've plenty on the way, and the EP is coming soon. Can't wait
Mm-hmm.
to dive into that and do the 360 with you.
Yeah. Listen to her in completion.
Listen to her in completion and hopefully catch you at a gig. Haven't managed to make it to one yet, but I will. I promise.
Oh, you should have been at the Vicar Street one. That was like one of the best moments of my life. It was epic.
It looked like madness.
Oh, complete. It was madness. It was unreal.
Absolute madness. Well, can't wait for the song to be out and everyone to see the video and enjoy it. Thanks so much, Brooke, for coming on to Lame Heart.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.